time!
Oh, oh, yes!
Just get fucking naked!
Yeah!
Oh! Don't touch your face! No.
Okay.
Become one of the collective.
Oh, there's the mailbox.
I'm addicted!
I don't fucking care. I'm an engineer. No purple, please. Colors don't mean anything anymore. It's the postmodern world. It's gone crazy now. She thinks I'm an alcoholic. Like, we're all aware of what we're doing, you know? We're not fools.
Purple is so much fun!
I don't fucking care. I'm an engineer. I don't fucking care. I'm an engineer. I don't feel very purple. I look out and I see a little end of purple nose. When I see my hands, I notice that they're purple. It's very bizarre. I'd like everybody to note the appearance of Colin, who's up there hugging that purple guy. Oh, Lionel Morgan. That purple guy was Morgan after all. It's a camaraderie. Come on, get in here. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What's going on today? What's going on? Defensive floor, eh? Is that done intentionally? Yeah. Huh. What is it that you're doing right now?
We're chilling off the keg.
And
for the barley sandwich lunch we're gonna have.
and what time is it now?
It's about 10 to 11.
10 to 11.
Yeah.
A good time to be breaking out a keg, I suppose.
Yeah.
So could you explain what's going on this weekend?
It's homecoming weekend, so all the alumni are back from yesteryear. There's a big football game on today, which no one goes to, but it's on. Most people go just to yell at the cops.
Oh yeah.
But, this guy right here is gonna yell at the cops.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Can you sort of demonstrate how you're going to yell at the cops for us?
Fuck you, coppers. I'm just gonna fucking throw empty fucking beer cans at them.
They like that.
They do, actually.
They eat that shit up.
They do.
They do eat that shit up.
Are either of you going to be purple later on in the day?
No, not in that.
No.
Engineers purple themselves up.
Oh, really? Yeah, depends how fucked up I get.
Yeah. Well,
How are we getting this keg?
I've always I've always sort of not quite been totally behind the purple thing, you know. It seems like it's sort of a statement of uniqueness that really isn't very unique if there's 500 other people who are purple along with you. But today, I'm going undercover. I'm going to purple myself to discover, to discover what exactly the whole thing is about and how you'd get treated differently.
See if the grass is greener on the other side.
Exactly, or more purple, as the case may be. So,
Breakfast.
hey Chris, what are you having?
Egg, pickled egg.
Pickled egg and what?
Beer?
Beer. Delightful. Sounding healthy.
This morning is a side effect of last night that we've learned to adapt with. It's to keep on drinking and eat pickled eggs.
Pickled eggs gets you through the morning.
Did you have one?
Yeah.
It tastes good?
Yeah.
No, I don't think it did. I don't think I could. I think I would honestly vomit. And my insight as a human species, you know, capable of a prediction of the future. I will predict that this will not make me happy. Therefore, I will not.
told me you were capable of predicting.
Let's drink and be merry.
Give me another.
There he goes, spilling shit again. May the forces of evil
be at your back?
May the forces of evil not find your house and your quarters not be wooden or something. Don't take any wood in the quarters. Oh shit. You see, that goes right out the nose, eh?
The combination of aromas going through my nose right now.
It goes right up. You realize I went to bed at 9 and got up at 10. You realize I'd been up for like an hour and a half. Only been drinking for like 45 minutes and I've had lunch. I've had like 4 or 5 shots and a couple beers and a few pickled eggs. And I'm living away for now. Can't eat the pickled eggs.
What a productive day.
Yeah, very productive. Hey, everybody drink faster! We have to get pissed. Have an egg. Have an egg. No, that's so bad. Did you have one? Those are bad. They weren't bad, were they?
Well, they weren't too bad.
Did you do those yourself? Yeah. You stink. Why don't you do that? What a waste of an hour. So that people who are hungover this morning would feel sick eating our breakfast food.
But the game starts at 1! It's not noon! It starts at 1! What?
Kelly, you ate your eggs.
I ate my eggs.
Chill.
Well, my philosophy is the longer we wait, the more the chances are the rain will stop.
That's true.
Yeah!
I'm going with that.
So what long we're gonna go?
We have to
So how about 1:45? I'll get the purple ready.
Yeah.
Does that sound good?
What has to be done before you go to Richardson Stadium?
I'm not going. Well,
We gotta get purple.
we gotta get purple. No, wait, before that, we have to get pissed.
Very pissed.
Very pissed. Okay, we gotta get really pissed before.
Football. Hold on, Bob. You got to be more responsible about the whole thing and film things like this. He just told me that for God's sake, Bob, get on the ball. Anyway, the football is a projectile, you see, Bob. So I can't bring it into the football game. But I'll tell you what, somebody just threw it at me, and I only picked it up because it's a football, and here I am going to a football game, and you know, I just don't really want to be here in the first place. I have no attachment to the football, so you can have this football.
You're awesome.
All right.
Thank you.
And I won't cause you any more trouble.
Man, I'm gonna cause you trouble for the Chester tag.
Oh yeah? Okay, there's absolutely nothing of any interest in it. It's because I'm purple, isn't it? It's a color bias. There's my ticket.
Because you're being nice to me.
Well, really, you can probably shake it and realize there's nothing in there. So yeah. All right, there's nothing. Oh really? Well, that's so great.
So Chini making
All right.
the tackle.
Thank you very much. No means no.
Right on.
In any case, so here we are, Bob, catching the last 3 minutes of the football game. You notice that television, well, it sort of makes you have to cram really close together to other people who are on the show. So there we go. The last 3 minutes of the football game, it's really something which I really have no interest in watching, although it's better than watching it on TV, I think. So here I am, purple, watching a purple, and watching a football game, which I don't want to do. I hate. Well, hate is a bit of a strong word, but I've had a great deal of animosity towards purple people in the past. And now here I am, purple myself, watching a football game. Two things towards which I have a great deal of animosity. It's an interesting twist.
This is Robbie has a cool show. Watch it.
So not a whole lot of time left in this football game, thank goodness. I don't know. In any case, time is running out. We're down to what, like 35 seconds and counting. And there's all these people of varying shades and hues readying themselves to sort of run that way. Good. I don't quite understand what's going on, but something seems to be transpiring where people should stay in the stands. We have to make room for people coming through. Because they're purple, Bob.
But they're being treated so poorly?
Well, that they're
running out
to the field, being treated so poorly, etc.
Possibly. Oh, right on.
Right here.
Right there.
I just got a couple guys doing
the Roots players of the game.
The Roots players of the game are coming up. The Roots players of
the game for the visiting Rouge et Or from Laval, number 25. Number 25, Bernard Gravel. The Roots player of the game for the Queen's Golden Gales, number 20, Paul Coryell.
That's right, number 24, Coryell.
Bernard Gravel and Paul Coryell,
there we go.
Recipients of the Roots players of the game.
Roots players of the game.
For their generous support to Queen's Athletics.
The Roots, players of the game. They're very important people. All right, let's go ahead and find some purple people. As I've said before, I have to wash this stuff off tomorrow. It's very important that I wash this stuff off. I'm gonna have to wait until they stop screaming.
Homecoming weekend here in Kingston.
Woohoo! Homecoming weekend here in Kingston. Drive home safely. And all right, so I've got to wash this stuff off. So I'm going to find some experienced purple people to tell me how to get this stuff off my face, because really I'm just undercover here. I've got even down to the Queen's sort of overalls here that are so important. Excuse me, sir. I'm recently purple, and I'm trying to figure out how to remove the purple from my body.
Tide.
That's what I'm doing.
I got thrown in the mud. I gotta go back in the mud. Gotta get one.
So, Bob, don't stop filming. Just keep rolling and just film all these people doing their odd things that they seem to like to do. Like throwing blood all over me. Does not seem right. I'm gonna freeze on my way home.
He's the Incredible Hulk.
What do you say? What do you say? What are you doing? Walk away. I've been treated differently.
You know, this is really unpleasant. Now, not only am I purple, but I've mud all over me, and I'm really cold now. I just got soaked, cold. Too, I've got grit in my mouth.
Isn't it neat?
It's lovely. It's truly lovely. This, it gives me a whole new respect for engineering as a science. All right, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. I just had to break in right here to, well, I have some information for you, really, and I need to flesh out the program tonight a little bit, so here we go. A friend of mine gave me this magazine the other day, Aboriginal Voices, and I was reading an article in Aboriginal Voices about Bhutan and about the Nepalese people being hoofed out of Bhutan after their ancestors have lived there for generations, farming and all that, and being, you know, just happy little Bhutanese citizens, and they're being hoofed out of Bhutan. It's very, well, it's certainly downright mean. But the positive side of this whole thing is that at least the ruler of Bhutan is ruled by a king, at least we can make fun of the king of Bhutan, because he has a really silly name. And that name, ladies and gentlemen, believe it or not, the king of Bhutan, King Jiggle Drog Wangchuckis. Jiggle Drog Wangchuckis. And so, I mean, he may be an asshole kicking Nepalese people who've lived in Bhutan for years and years out of Bhutan, but at least we can make fun of his name. They're saying that these Nepalese people need to produce documentation of the fact that they've been living there for such and such a period of time, when really the country is vastly illiterate and there's been no record keeping until very, very recently. So it's pretty much next to impossible to produce any written sort of documentation of the fact that you had lived in Bhutan for any length of time. So the Nepalese people are being sort of run out of Bhutan by King Jiggle Drog Wangchuckis. And we'll cut to a little close-up of that name right now. Anyway, post-production is where the magic happens. And so fortunately, we can at least make fun of the king of Bhutan. And don't you ever say that you never learned anything from watching my program.
She murdered me with some long story that wasn't even true. But I kept my place beside the bed and smiled when it was through. I traveled 500 miles just to hear a pack of lies, and it touched her soft skin and her beautiful disguise. I traded years of happiness for a couple months of bliss, and it all happened so fast I don't remember her kiss. Did you ever get the feeling that everything's on your way? It's a feeling that comes natural to those who love today. It'll knock you on your extra precious smiling at the face. For another rosy room and another beautiful day. Well, anger and rage are things I think I can handle. Listen, sip depression's a little harder to dismantle. I spend my time with friends who understand.
Oh, man, you want to do that one more time? One more time. From back there. Come back here.
You just make entirely sure that you don't get the camera involved in any of this, all right? What section of engineering are you involved in? Mechanical engineering. What do you aspire to build? possibly remove this purple from my skin? I seem to have more of it on me than you do.
I would say
Bleach, eh?
bleach works and Tide.
Tide, I've heard Tide. It seems like a really unpleasant thing.
No, I used it last time. It hurt.
Yeah.
Yes.
I imagine I hate getting that stuff on my hands when I'm washing clothes.
I don't wash clothes.
No. All right, well, that's good. All right, well, thank you.
Diluted them.
I'll keep that in mind. Bleach, then, seems to be the common consensus. And here's this guy still lying on the ground, considering the dildos that he will be making in a few years. So, doesn't this just give you more respect than ever for engineers? Because let me tell you, they're the people that design your world. Designing your world, engineers. Just all over the place. How you doing? You're covered in mud like I am. Have you got any particular advice to tell me how to get rid of this purple?
And then he moved like this.
You want to walk over to the puddle of mud?
Sure.
You want to do another jump into the puddle of mud? Yeah. This is important television. It's because I'm purple, isn't it? It's because I'm purple. It's that color bias that's going on here. And so we should be granted special indemnity for the whole thing. Have you had any problems with the football game with this person?
They took my silly string. They took it. I brought silly string and they said that it was a projectile. Look, she's very nice because she gave my silly string. It's not a projectile.
Somebody gave me a football. Somebody gave me a football, for God's sakes, on the way into this place. They took away my football.
Silly string never hurt anyone. Football game?
Yeah.
I think it's so
Little plastic football, that
Oh, we
big.
got this that. Come down to the mud with me next.
All right, let's go jump in the mud.
Because then I'm going to take it off again and they just give it back.
On that note, folks, we started
Rachel!
It's because I'm purple, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it.
It's a color.
This game.
Rachel!
I want to save a bit of the field to the soccer team.
Good luck. We're documenting the occasion, so I think that that's like we're sort of recording the whole moment. So if we'll peacefully head off in a couple of moments, if you'll just let us stand here as while you're hurting everyone else.
They took my silly string. How could they take my silly string? I never hurt anybody.
So people behaving oddly while it's sort of tinted in various hues that they generally wouldn't be. I had the foresight, thank God, to wear long underwear today on my foray into this mud-infested little... See? Long underwear. There you go. It's sort of becoming winterish these days and getting a little bit more chilly. How was the football game for you?
It was a little wet.
A little wet. Did you leap into the mud? Or
I
was
did not leap. I was involuntarily leapt into the mud.
Somebody leapt for you?
Yes, exactly.
That's unfortunate.
But it's
Did
fun.
you have any particular problems with people at the thing? At
Great
the
crowd,
game?
good time.
Do you find that you have a different attitude towards people when they're purple? Do you find that?
Do I find that I do?
No, like there's no color bias there.
Nope, there is not.
None at all.
None at
Well, that's
all.
good to hear because I've certainly experienced a little bit. On my way into the football game, somebody had just given me a football, a small plastic football about that big. Took it away. Took it away from me at a football game. Well, I think it's because I'm purple. It's because he's wearing purple, isn't it?
Because you're the last guy to feel that. So if you had some more time to leave, I should know.
Hey, Bob. Over here. Did you have any major injuries at the game? This is a first aid guy here.
No, we had nothing.
No injuries whatsoever, even with all this madness.
Band-Aid. Get a Band-Aid.
A Band-Aid. What was the injury exactly? A cut on the hand. That's not so bad, considering the madness that we've just witnessed in the final 3 minutes of the football game. So that's not so bad at all. This is for my crappy little TV show thing on Cablenet. Real Life Adventures Abroad. It's on next Friday night. You'll maybe be on TV, but there'll definitely be some madness from back there that will definitely make it on
Excellent.
TV. So that's
It was
Friday night,
pretty
9:30.
9:30? Friday night?
Yeah.
Cable 13?
Yeah. But overall review of the game from a first aid standpoint?
Oh, it was a good game. Started off a little slow, a couple penalties at the very beginning, a little lack of defense, but we picked up.
And nobody hurt anybody else in the course of the actual football game itself.
A couple people went down.
The players, like
Couple players went down.
no one came to check with you about that.
We don't deal with players.
Oh, really?
They have their special trainers.
Oh, so you're not quite. You're good enough for the general public, but not quite good enough for the players.
Players need special care.
Is it because the general public is purple? I'm exploring a sort of color bias in my show this evening here on Friday. So I'm thinking, is there any sort of color bias involved in the whole first aid process? Like, do they give you a second-class first aid person? Which I can only presume, because if he's not good enough to deal with the players, then they must have somebody special.
It's not good enough to do with the players. Special trainers.
So they're used to the people who are dealing.
They have a set team.
All right, so you don't think that you're assigned to the people who are generally purple because they're purple as a sort of color bias?
No, we're assigned to the people that are purple because they're drunk.
That's often the case, as we've discovered this afternoon. Anyway,
all right, have a good day.
Thank you very much, and yeah, so there you go.
All right,
Happy football cleaning up or whatever it is that's going on.
Thank you.